Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Cooks. On this video, I'll be sharing this mouth-watering chicken pie recipe with you that is guaranteed to blow your 5 senses. Every tips and tricks in making the perfect chicken pie. We're starting off with our filling. We're using chicken breast about 500 grams, adding some chopped onions, complete seasoning powder about half teaspoon, ginger and garlic powder about half teaspoon each. You can choose to use the fresh ginger or garlic depending on what you like. Add half teaspoon salt, 1 seasoning cube and a cup of water. Cover this to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. For the dough, add about 500 grams sifted flour into a bowl and going with salt, going with half teaspoon salt. Going with 250 grams butter and mix it till it's crumbly. Mind you, for the salt, if you're using unsalted butter, you can use 1 teaspoon salt. I use salted butter, that's why I'm using about half teaspoon salt. And to ensure that you have a super flaky crust, make sure your butter is very cold. You can refrigerate the butter right before use and make sure you dice them into smaller bits so it will be easier to use. Going with about half cup cold water. Make sure to use cold water, like I stated earlier, the colder the better. To achieve a very flaky pie crust, make sure you use cold water and butter. Add the water in bits and mind you, do not knead the dough. Kneading develops strong gluten, which makes the dough chewy, and for pie dough we want it crusty, so there's no kneading. Instead, gently bring the dough together to make the fat pieces intact, which creates tenderness and flakiness with minimal effort without overdeveloping the gluten. This should take very few minutes to do. Once it comes together like this and the dough is formed, wrap it up in a clean film and refrigerate for about 30 minutes. Refrigerating it relaxes the gluten, makes it more flaky and easy to work with. Make sure to refrigerate but do not freeze. Back to our chicken. After about 15 minutes, it's well tender. Take it out of the stock and set it aside. Make sure to not discard the stock. It is very flavorful and highly nutritious. We're going to be using it later on. Make sure you watch this video to the end so that you do not miss out on any important step. And if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe so you do not miss out on our delicious recipes. Shred the chicken into tiny pieces by using 2 forks, just like I'm doing here, or you can just use your food processor or a mincer, depending on how you want the texture of your chicken to be. But you see, this particular method, it does it for me all the time. It is not particularly easy to do, but it is fun. So by all means, if you want to skip the fun parts, you can use your processor, your blender, anything to make your work easier. So our chicken is well shredded and we're going to move on to assembling the filling. Add in about 2 tablespoons oil into a pan. I'm using a vegetable infused oil. You can use your coconut oil, your olive oil, any oil of choice. Go in with 1 medium-sized chopped onions and saute it till it's fragrant. At this point, you can add in some fresh garlic if you choose to. Go in with the shredded chicken, 1 small-sized chopped carrot, and 1 medium-sized chopped potatoes. And we are going to season this lightly. Mind you, we have our chicken stock, so we do not want to over-season this filling. Go in with half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon paprika powder. Go in with 1 seasoning cube. Go in with some fresh peppers if you want it a bit spicy. For me, I use some Scotch bonnet peppers, about 1 tablespoon. Remember the chicken stock we set aside earlier. Now it's time to add it into the mix. Going with about 300 grams chicken stock and adding about 50 to 60 grams water. Make sure to give this a thorough mix and cover to cook for about 10 minutes. This filling is very easy to put together. Just get the right ingredients and you're good to go. Once that is cooking, we're going to move over to prepare our corn flour slurry. The corn flour slurry will serve as a thickener for the filling. Add in 1.5 teaspoon corn flour to 3 tablespoon water. Make sure to give this a good mix and ensure there are no lumps. Once it comes together nicely like so, open up your pan and add in the corn flour slurry into the filling. Give this a stir and you'll notice that it thickens immediately. Give it a stir and set it aside to cool off. Your filling is ready. If you're in a hurry and you really need to use it at that moment, you can refrigerate it or just toss it into the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Back to our dough. After about 30 minutes, our dough is well chilled and ready to use. Unwrap the this and place it on a floured surface. I'll be dividing this into about 4 parts, then roll it out one after another. If you refrigerate your dough way past the set time and it's too chill, you should let it sit out for a bit before doing this process. Sprinkle on some more flour and flour your rolling pin as well, then roll this out till it's flat. Do not worry when your dough doesn't conform or when it scatters. Be rest assured you're going to get the right pie crust. We're not making donuts, we're making flaky chicken pie, so the pie crust should be just like this. When you roll it out to the thickness that you want, we're going to be using a meat pie cutter to cut out circles. Use the opposite part of the meat pie cutter. Cut out small circles and take out the unrequired dough for later use. You can use a cup to take out the circles, or if you have a bigger cookie cutter that is a round shape, you can use it as well. Mind you, you can make this chicken pie into any shape of choice. You can make it a triangular, you can make it a rectangular, just freestyle it. So we're going to be needing 2 circular doughs because we're going to place one on top of the other. Adding about 1 tablespoon of the filling onto the pie dough. Make sure to not overfill it, if not it's going to sap out. Brush the edges with some egg wash. This serves as a sealant. The egg wash is just whisked egg. Place another dough on top of it and slightly press it down a bit. Using a fork, we're just going to use this to seal the edges properly. Make sure it is well pressed so that it stays in place. If you have a round sealer, you can use it. It makes the work easier, but I prefer this pattern. Go all around to make sure that all the edges are well sealed so it doesn't sap out. Well, there you have it, easy peasy, right? I'm just going to be using a scraper to lift it up from the surface so it stays in place. I know, right? It looks so gorgeous. So using the same method, we're going to fill up the dough till we exhaust it all. Roll the dough out, cut out into smaller circles, fill it up with your chicken filling, add in your egg wash, add another layer of dough at the top, press it down a bit, and using a fork, you're just going to press the fork to form the pattern on the dough. And always remember not to overfill your dough. Overfilling the dough can be really frustrating, and when you bake it, it comes out looking very ugly and sad. Line your baking pan with some baking paper and arrange the dough on it. With the remaining egg that we egg washed earlier, we're just going to egg wash the dough all over. This step is very important. It makes it come out looking perfectly golden brown. Make sure all the parts of the pie is coated with the egg wash, and make sure to preheat your oven while at it because you do not want to bake in a cold oven. Using a fork, poke some holes on top of the pie to allow for steam escape. Make sure to poke the holes after you have egg washed already, because when you egg wash, after poking the holes, it's going to cover up the holes and the steam is going to be trapped inside. Bake this for about 30 to 35 minutes at 180 degrees. And there you have it. You've just made for yourself one of the most delicious chicken pie you have ever had. So let me know, is this something you'll be trying? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you feel about this particular recipe. The pie crust is super flaky, juicy on the inside, and super irresistible. Not trying to blow my horns here, but you really need to try this. I kid you not. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye guys.